money, call it right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. Let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. No. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turn down right now. Two dope make better get around right now. Hey, two turn down right now. Two dope make better get around right now.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up,
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Lawrence going to put it up right away. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
The man who was a prep All-American in nearby Antioch, it's Najee Harris. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Meanwhile, Lawrence is thrown into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
7 yards there and a first down. Now Lawrence. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised as we just saw there.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Harris is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jackson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Niners at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Trying to improvise. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. for the third time here in this half. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Lawrence. And he'll find Pittman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Lawrence. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence to throw. And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Lawrence's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence will throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. In motion right is Robinson. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity, you got to cash in and get some points.
Touchdown! Preston Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Patterson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Seahawks 14, 49ers nothing. Rigoberto
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Jackson now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 2nd down, Swift. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Third and goal, Jackson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Rashad Bateman from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Lawrence. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. And at the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dallas Goedert from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. Able to find his man, Woods. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
13.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Keenan Allen, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Lawrence. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. On first down, Lawrence throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On the give, this is Harris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. Patterson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Allen, the man in motion left. Now Jackson on first down. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Now it's Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The tight end in motion right. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he is going to have the Niners first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Throwing, Jackson. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of the team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Here's Lawrence.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Go! Hey, shoot.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
The score, Seahawks 31, 49ers 27.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
You gotta make a move!
One last shot for Jackson. Finding Allen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Seahawks, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
game. Don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a fatty in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby, yeah. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby, yeah. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine